I want the Talon. That seemed like a fun option. But I think it's probably twisted fun. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, ShowMaker just cycling through some things before he picks TF, I think.
Could be LeBlanc here.
Oh, okay, there we go.
All right, well, that's going to, I think, shy us away from that Corki mid here for Zeka.
Setup.
As Poppy is also an option.
All right. That is just Wukong for the jungle, and we're going to have a Poppy support. A little bit of Mickey X flavor for the bottom lane. You like
Janna, though, considered
a little
here.
bit of Reckless flavor? Oh, man, no, it's just going to be Braum. So never mind. Delight going to bring that one out. They do have a bit of engage with the Sejuani, but this does put them on the low ebb when it comes to being able to start fights. Outside of having a very strong level 1, like you were talking about previously.
Yeah, I think it's great for what they're trying to do with the lane swap, and they are going to deny a lot of farm here. We'll be able to grab this plate as well. And yes, plates are going down bottom side here, but D+ are kind of paralyzed right now, and Doran's just going to TP, and against the solo Kai'Sa, there's no punish, no one to stun him. They drop the ward down too late. He shows up very close, not on this wave, but on the next.
Heroic Charge is going to push Delight into the wall here. His steadfast presence means that no lane is still under control by D+. It is going to be a possibility here as Delight going to get pushed into the turret, but
when we get to the points where Kingen has to rotate over and Doran can outspeed him.
Well, now the all-out's going to come in, and Kingen has to flash to get himself out of the way. Almost the concussive blows stacked up there.
Viper is still fine down here. He's got the all-in angle.
Yeah, he is actually going to look for it. Does press the ultimate button, as there's a killer instinct from Aiming. Is going to be able to prop the plasma, as in goes Kellen. Viper surviving for the moment, but the Acathian rain comes down, and Kellen will fall. It's a 1-for-1, but first blood over to Aiming.
Well,
somewhat extra money. They also deny a bunch of farm, right? Like, the 1-for-1 trade was Viper for Kellen. And I don't think D+ really minds if Kellen's going to be going down relatively early on, as he just gets on in there. It's a great cleanse, like you were saying, but it doesn't actually matter in the grand scheme of things. Aiming is the one there to pick up the experience.
No. Exactly.
Oh.
Not too happy that he died. And it just feels like the inevitability of this comp later on, because the Rumble also didn't get massive advantages, doesn't have teleport. Speaking of...
Yeah, Peanut going to find the Glacial Prison. Kingen just looking to try and get himself out of here. Does have the equalizer, puts it down. Beautiful position as Doran is just going to burn down. Kingen looking for more as well, as Peanut's going to take that harpoon to the back of the head, and Flame Spitter takes him down. A double for the Rumble. That's why this champion has to be banned, and Kingen demonstrates it beautifully. And I just love it. Like, they adjust. They move towards one of the compositions that actually works for them. As okay, Aiming looking for an angle here. Extender Beam doesn't really do too much. The door,
and this is not even like, the frustrating part about this too for Doran has got to be that in game 1, you know, you staved off the pressure, you were able to escape a lot of the tough
that
points.
Equalizer could not be better positioned.
Literally perfect, right? But if you're Doran in this game, as he is going to be able to get it with the harpoon. If you're Doran in this game, you're like, we actually staved off the pressure. Now it's just like, okay, Rumble domination.
Yeah, and now it's looking like ShowMaker going to find some domination as well. Connects a couple of chains. This is his moment, right? Like, we're hitting the mid game as Aiming does find a bunch of damage with the Void Seeker. Glacial Prison going to be cleansed immediately, and the Keeper's verdict is so good. I'm going to have to hold the thought, though, because Zeka is moving towards his bottom lane. And Kellen's going to turn up. There's the flash, the heroic charge, and Aiming is going to be able to put this Corki down. Delight puts up the door. Aiming says, all right, not going to fight you. But I want to talk about this bottom lane, because the thing that's beautiful about Poppy is that, oh, never mind, Viper is just in so much trouble. The chain's going to connect the flash forward from ShowMaker, but it's not quite enough. And in comes Lucid just to try and get another charge. He will be able to get it. Warrior Trickster to try and get him out of there, but the Winter's Bite will connect. The Christmas trees come up. There's a Cyclone as Lucid going to get stunned up. Some chains are going to connect here as now Kellen gets in. Another heroic charge. Aiming going to be able to pick up another kill, and it was all a cunning ruse. It was all a bait. It's a double kill for Aiming, and my God.
We don't have any Dark Seal or anything for ShowMakers. Kellen's not done.
Yeah, Doran is going to be able to deny the heroic charge as he brings... Remember, if he gets another one, he is the Gold King for 2024, by the way. As Viper, he's probably not, as he's going to have to get out of here as best he can. Kellen's coming on over. Oh, the buckler to the back of the noggin, but he is going to be okay for the moment. Kingin wants to find, he's just, okay, almost survives as the Keeper's Verdict comes in. The rest of D+ making their way over. Killer Instinct gets aiming in there, and yes, the Rumble goes down, but that's a great knock-up, so never mind. It is just a 1-for-1 in the end.
Goes up.
Yep. We're going to have a look at this fight, or, okay, Viper actually not able to be killed, but ShowMaker gets back to the distortion, and you just look at the draft, you're like, is this the D+ win draft? Yeah. And this is an example of one of them that does. This was pretty close, though, from Viper.
Yeah, ShowMaker gets the Electrocute proc here, and Viper actually dashes out of his chains. He loses his clone, but he does get him here in the end. Baron,
not what I was thinking happened at all.
On spawn, ShowMaker's holding the door. He may get punished.
Yeah, Glacier Prison going to come down. Keeper's Verdict is that Peanut is not allowed in here, but ShowMaker might be taken down. He's trying to distort his way out of there. Viper is able to help take him down, but the Baron is the trade. Right. Some bounty gold going on over to Humble Life Esports, as that means that the Baron power play is going to be negative, but that might be changing pretty soon as ShowMaker's teleported in. Doran is teleporting out via the Death Chamber.
Looking at the receipts, you know, we're still doing some accounting on this game as...
Man, like, ShowMaker's LeBlanc has the most main character energy ever. As we're going to go into this team fight, Delight is going to get taken down pretty quickly here. ShowMaker just needs another couple of spells, but never mind. Delight will survive. And, oh, no. Void Seeker is actually going to be the thing that kills him this time. Justice for Atlas.
It's such a good point you make about the main character energy. Is he's just making so many plays here, and our play being so low. There's just not a lot of stuff to kill. They kind of killed it already.
There's suffering from success a little bit here as Aiming is going to find a Void Seeker. Peanut says top of the morning to you, and then he's going to die. Aiming going to get his 9th.
Yeah, the item diff here.
They're in a void, a gold void, as Doran is not feeling as tanky as he was in the last game, especially against Aiming with his 9th. And the more this plasma stacks up, the more dangerous it gets as Harpoon, even that, is looking a bit scary. As ShowMaker diving forward. Oh, Kellen just takes that prison to the noggin, but he's still able to keep them on this equalizer for quite some time. Cyclone comes in, and now Kingin is just flashing for Viper. They take down Delight to start this one up. Doran is limping into his jungle. Zeka going to be taken down by Lucid. Nimbus Strike's going to sort that one out. Peanut is flashing away, and ShowMaker is searching for Viper, wanting to kill him just one more time in this game. Is definitely a very slippery champion. So that's going to be a tough one, as he does manage to at least tag him there with that burst fire. But there goes the Zeri, and there goes game number 2, and we get a decider in today's Saturday Showdown. An absolutely fantastic one. This, remember guys, this is for second place for all intents and purposes. D+, they managed to do it last time around. They're seeing whether they can do it again. Game 1 wasn't close. Neither was game 2, but we're still going to a game number 3. It's absolutely fantastic. Bit of fun here on the Nexus as the equalizer is going to come down one more time. They can kill this if they would like to, but they want to get more kills for Aiming. 10, 0, and 2 now on this Kai'Sa, as now they're going to back away because respawns have come in. Okay, let's see what we can actually find here as Lucid's on about 10 health. Burning. There's a Cyclone to try and stop it. It's Killer Instinct into the backline, and Aiming just kills everyone. It's the triple, and I guess it was a bait all along. I don't know.
13 kills for the Kai'Sa. The Gold King will take out the Nexus, and we're going to a third one.
You best believe he's taking this kill as well, and there it is. 14 in the end of the day, or at the end of this game.
타워 칠게 타워 다른 사람 쳐줘 타워 나 이거 5초 야 그냥 앞라인 싸면 앞라인 싸면 침착하게 해봐 앞라인 싸면 나 궁 2초 야 내 포르키 나오거든 아니 맞아 야 포르키 나왔어 야 빼라 안될듯 내가 크나 잡았어 크나한테 안될듯 야 빼면서 보자 얘들아 봐줘 나 궁 10초 봐주면서 빼봐 나 포르키 앞발키리 나 9초 야 천천히 야 이제 빼라 제리가 안 나와 나 궁 궁대 야 볼게 자자 포르키. 나 죽었고. 대리 나왔다. 야 볼래? 걔 노플에. 야나 벽공별. 터져봐. W 5초. 야콜 줄여봐 일단. W 2초.
노플이야 노플.
야 타워 칠게. 타워. 야 벽공 막아줄게. 야 얘 그냥 벽공 밀어. 벽공 해줄게. 끝났다. 나이스. 갔다.